my first question, people talk a lot about Jake Paul's bringing in this new audience, this younger audience. My question,
Mhm.
have you felt that? Do you see younger people and all that just suddenly interested in this fight of yours rather than previous ones?
Yeah, of course. I definitely feel it. I mean, first off, starting off, I was at his brother's fight in LA. And when I was over there, man, like, yeah, for Logan Paul and KSI in LA, and the stadium was packed. And it wasn't the same regular boxing fans that's always there. It was, I mean, kids, I'm talking about 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, not with their parents. They all running around, so that's a big, big difference from regular boxing fans. So I definitely feel it, with this fight too.
There's some people they seem to get mad. It's like, oh, like what are they doing to boxing? Like now the real boxers have to fight for the quote honor of boxing. I mean, you're one of the quote unquote legit guys. Is this a problem or is
Mhm.
this just all a good thing because they're bringing attention and bringing money?
It's all a good thing, man. When you bringing attention and bringing the money, how can you be mad, right? For me, it's a good thing. If Jennifer Lopez could have fought on his card, I'm pretty sure she would have did the same thing, and then what people to say. So, listen, I think it's an all around. For me, it's an all around good thing that you got somebody like Jake Paul that's coming into boxing, and they bring in more fans. I think it's a good thing.
My
And
final
even, I mean, even like I'm sorry to cut you off, even like the legends I watch, the hot boxing with Mike Tyson. He said, he likes it. Sugar Ray Leonard likes it. Tommy Hearns likes it. So I think it's, for me, if I approve of it and if they approve of it, then, the regular boxing fans should too.
my final question. You're obviously fighting earlier in the night. What would be your message to those fans who are, hey, I'm gonna show up for Jake Paul? What's your message for them to tune in early to watch you guys throw down?
I mean, you definitely gotta watch me. You watching the call, you gotta watch me, bro, because I'm former world champion. I think yeah, I'm former world champion, and I'm gonna go out there and do my thing. Everybody that know me, they know, I bring the heat. Every time I fight, I'm gonna bring the smoke. So definitely tune in for me because I'm gonna do my thing.
Hey, thank you and good luck.
No problem.
Gabriel, thank you. Next up is Boxing Social.
Ames here for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. How you doing, Regis? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Yes, sir.
Good to hear. Is there a lesson here to be learned for boxers about promotion, self-promotion? Jake's at the top of the card. He's earning that Triller money as well. Should
Mhm.
boxers be looking to learn from Jake and put themselves in the spotlight like he has done?
That's a great question. Absolutely. I definitely think everybody should, man. You know what? I'm actually starting to do it with myself now. You got to invest in yourself. That's one thing. All fighters, when they're coming up, people come to me on my Instagram all the time, asking me, what should I do? What should I do? I'm telling them, bro, like, invest in yourself, invest in your career. Just because you sign with a promoter, that don't mean they gonna promote you. Like, you could promote yourself, and somebody that said that a long time ago, I never listened, with somebody like Adrian Broner. That's somebody that, he sucks right now. He's not that good, but he's still getting big. He's still getting big money to fight, basically, and because he promoted himself, right? So I think that every fighter should definitely invest in themselves and promote themselves. Self-promotion, you have to do it yourself, right? Because just because you sign with a promoter, you might fight at my level, you might fight, 2 or 3 times a year, most time 2 times a year. And outside of that, what are you? Who are you? Right? You're just doing regular stuff. So I think everybody should definitely self-promote themselves and yeah, invest in their career.
As part of the promotion of this fight, there's been talk about the sparring session that you guys had about a year ago. Can you
Mhm.
tell us what happened in that sparring? Does that give you that confidence coming into the fight?
Oh man, so when me and Ivan spar, first off, he's supposed to keep sparring, is you're supposed to keep that in the gym, but I'm not gonna tell you about the sparring. But so when me and Ivan sparred, I walked in the gym one day. I was like, you know what? I talked to Shane Moses, that was training him at the time, and I was like, man, let me spar with no head again. Shane was like, nah, you need to put the head again on and stuff. And let's just say it was a good sparring session. He bust my nose. That's what he said, which everybody know me in sparring, my nose always bust. So I think that's what he's counting on for this fight. So I mean, hey, let's leave it like that.
I was speaking to Ben Askren moments ago. We all were, and he said he might try to bite Jake coming into this fight, but Red Catch infamously tried to take a piece out of Daniel Garcia in their fight. Have you accounted for and
Right.
prepared for any of those types of underhanded tactics for fight night?
Yeah, man, I don't know. You know what, Ivan, bro, you never know what's gonna happen, bro. Ivan he a little off sometimes, you know. But yeah, if he bite me, I might bite his ass back. That's just know that. He bite me, I'm gonna fucking bite him back. That's all.
And if you come through this fight, how far away do you think you are from title contention? And are you looking at trying to win a title at super light? Are you looking at welterweight? Because you're at 142 for this fight, aren't you?
Yeah, 142 for this fight. Yeah. Yeah, after this, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Like in boxing, you just never know the landscape. You never know how things gonna play out. So after this, I'll talk to my management team and see what's next for me. But yeah, I want to be a champion again at 140. So, we'll see. But if they offer me something big at 147, we'll see that also. So I can do either one.
Is Broner still in the equation? Where's the Broner factor here for you?
I think Broner is definitely still in the equation. That's a fight I've been calling out for like 5 years now. So I think that's definitely the Broner fight is definitely in the equation. I think it'll be a huge fight between me and him. We both talk a lot of shit to each other. So I think that'll be a real big fight. So yeah, after this, maybe it could be Broner, maybe we'll see. We'll see who else.
Finally, I just want to get your thoughts on the mega fight that's coming up in the super lightweight division. You're looking at Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. Just get your thoughts on that fight.
Oh man, I got Josh Taylor winning. I mean, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good fight. You can't never count out Jose Ramirez because both of them have so much to fight for. Both of them are fighting. For Jose will be the first Mexican ever with 4 belts, and Josh Taylor will be the first person from Scotland with 4 belts. So both of them are fighting for a lot. I think it's gonna be about will, but I think as far as skills wise, Josh Taylor is. He has more skills than Jose Ramirez. So I go with Josh Taylor.
I wish you all the best at the weekend. Thank you, Regis.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have Joe Lee.
Hi, mate. How are you?
Good, man.
Good. So, first question I have for you is: do you understand why you are on the undercard of Paul Askren, or are you frustrated that it takes like a YouTuber and things like that for you to be in? Like, does it frustrate you that people who basically aren't pro fighters you're underneath them?
I'm not frustrated, bro. No, I'm not. I see what you're trying to say. Yeah, I'm not frustrated because it's just like, listen, boxing is a popularity contest, right? I mean, not the whole boxing, but it is popular. It's a popularity contest, and right, more people are coming to see Jake Paul. So I'm not frustrated at all, bro. Like he's actually helping my career, to be honest. So I'm not frustrated at all.
And a moment ago, you said there was a potential for you to move up to 147. Other than the likes of Adrian Broner, what other big names you would like to fight there?
Anybody, bro. I mean, anybody with a belt. I'll be chasing belts. Somebody I want to fight is like Danny Garcia, but I think Danny Garcia is going to 154. That's what I'm hearing. So, for me, anybody with a belt at 147, I'll be chasing them. Once I do go up, I'm not saying I'm going to 147 right now. I said that, it depends. It depends on what's going to happen. But right now, for me, Saturday that's my main focus. It's not about, what's next. Right now, I got to focus on one person, Ivan Regis.
And I know you said there's more attention towards your fights when you're on a Triller Fight card and it's a bigger fight card as a whole. Have you genuinely seen like a boost in your social media numbers and things like that in the build up to this fight?
Yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah, I've seen a boost in social media and stuff like that. People been tagging all kinds of stuff, and like kids and all have been following me and writing me. So yeah, I definitely see a boost.
And do you think, last one from me, do you think this is the future of boxing, the performances from the likes of Snoop Dogg, the artists that are going to be on stage? Do you feel like this is the new wave and you're going to be part of this?
Hopefully so. I definitely hope so. I told the story a few times already, but I had a fight in New Orleans, and we want to do I have like my own like marketing team out there in New Orleans, and we want to do the same exact thing. What we want to do is we want to bring all like the local artists from New Orleans and have them perform, and that would have brought a lot of more people to the fight, but at the time Top Rank shut it down, ESPN shut it down, and the Louisiana Commission, they all shut that down, and now Triller's doing the same thing. So I think this is great for boxing. You got all these people, so all these performers like Justin Bieber and Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and all these people that's gonna be here, all their fans, they might not even be boxing fans, but they're gonna tune in, and then so all my fans, and then Jake Paul fans, and all these different fans are tuned into this one event, and so then everybody will kind of share fans. I think it's a great thing, and I think boxing needed this for a long time, but Triller did it.
Brilliant. Best of luck, and hopefully we'll see you fight again in the UK very soon after that last fantastic fight with Josh Taylor.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thank you, Joe. Next up is Jake Bennett, MNR.
Hey, Jake Bennett here with Music News and Rumors. How's it going, Regis?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. So you've talked before about how it's been a hard road to make it where you are today, and you're an inspiration to a lot of people out there. What do you have to say to your fans who aspire to reach the heights that you have in your career?
I mean, as far as for me, bro, like, you know, I did an interview the other day, like, yeah, I made it, you know, and I had like a long, hard road to get where I'm at, you know. So for what I would tell like upcoming fighters or anybody, you know, just stick with it. You got to be consistent. You definitely got to be consistent. You got to give everything you got. For me, I was like working as a personal trainer for like 6 to 8 years, but I always believed in myself. I always believed in my ability. It was never quit in me, and it was never. I know a lot of athletes and stuff. They'll go to schools and tell kids you have to have a backup plan. But for me, it was no backup plan. You know, I figured a backup plan after if I have this, if I don't have this, that's when I figure a backup plan. So, yeah, I just was all the way invested in my career in boxing. I was all the way invested in boxing all the way, and it wasn't no failing for me. So, you know, that's why I got to where I'm at today.
All right, great. Thanks very much. Next up is Donna Corby.
Regis, you've fought for so many great promoters on so many great shows in your career. Can you tell us a bit about behind the scenes, how you're enjoying working with Triller and I suppose Ryan Kavanaugh and Snoop Dogg?
Well, it's great, bro. Like, I mean, everything is great. Like, I mean, even like the whole bubble thing going on right now, it's just good. Like, it's just, you know, of course I fought for a lot of different promotions and all that type of stuff, but this is, you know, I like it. I just like everything that's going on here. I like the promotion. They're running smooth. Everything is good. You know, I can't complain about nothing.
It appears that they've got a lot of people. They've got some good boxing people involved too, but they've taken a lot of people from outside of the world of boxing. You're not seeing any you're not seeing any Bob Arum here. You're not seeing any Ludabella here. It's sort of new people to the space. Do you think the boxing kind of needed that from a new big promoter at some point?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I don't want to talk shit about Bob Arum and Lou DiBella. Of course, don't
No,
get
of
me
course
on that, Pat.
yeah,
You know,
those are examples I'm
yeah,
giving.
but yeah, I mean, it's always good to bring in new people, right? It's always to bring in it's always good to bring in like new faces and just new ideas. And like I said, with this whole Triller thing going on, it's a great thing that we got this stuff going on because it's new, is new ideas, and you're bringing in new fans. You know, you can't keep doing the same old thing. The world is ever changing. You got to change with the world. So, and I mean, I'm like I said, I'm loving every second of this.
If you were to speak to people who were at the sports book this weekend gambling on your fight, what would you tell them to bet on?
I would tell them don't bet on me because you're not gonna, you know, I would say don't bet because I'm gonna fuck them up anyway. Well, you know what I'm saying? And the odds are fucking crazy. You know, I don't bet. I'm not a betting person. But if you, a lot of people saying all kinds of stuff, under 1, under 2, under 3, all that. I don't, bro. I just go out there and do what I gotta do. I don't worry about no bets and all that stuff. You know, some people they getting you, not getting your head, but they're like all my neighbors and stuff. They'll tell me, yeah, I'm betting and I'm gonna bet this. I'm bet like, bro, like leave me alone. Like I'm gonna go out there and do my thing. You know, that's
What's
what
the
I'm gonna
biggest
do.
one you've heard of? What's the biggest bet you've heard somebody making on you?
I think like shit 1 round or something like that. Somebody, I mean, as far as money wise, I don't know, but you know, like they'll say like 1 round or something. Like, bro, like leave me alone, bro. Like I'm not worried about that. Like I'm gonna go out there and do me. I'm not worried about, you know, I'm prepared for. I think we're doing 10 rounds. I'm prepared for 10 rounds. I'm not worried about none of the other stuff.